This is my ball.
Why are you using those golf balls?
I always use the LA golf balls.
Really?
Yeah, really?
Oh man, look at that, Sav.
Beautiful.
That's gorgeous.
I'm not even trying.
How much effort did you use there?
Like none.
How do you hit the 7-iron that far with none?
Well, new setup is helping a lot. The mass in these shafts.
Okay, but where are you delivering the mass?
Oh, way up there.
That's the key, right? So if you were to deliver it down there where the ball is, you wouldn't be able to get even over the water. Okay, so we're going to be discussing today why putting so much effort, front-loading effort, how's that, right? We're going to discover today how front-loading effort in your downswing is disaster with a capital D, and then just letting everything release into the direction of the target is going to be bliss on a stick. So wait till you see the drill I'm gonna show Sav that is going to bring out the syrupy, smooth, effortless swing that is so powerful, your jaw is literally gonna drop because you're gonna say, well, I didn't do anything. Here's the drill, Sav. May I demonstrate first?
Oh, you may.
And then I'll let you do it. What you're going to do is take your club from the bottom of the grip with your trail hand. And you're going to let the club release in each direction with pure weight. So notice the weight of my arm is going to fall first, like I'm going toward that wall in the follow-through, and I'm going towards that wall in the backswing. So I let this arm fall towards that wall. Notice the weight of the club caught up to me over here. And then it rehinged. Now this arm is going to fall and release towards that wall. So the arm weight falls first. The club weight falls second. Arm weight first, club weight second. Let it swing past me. Let it swing past me. Let it swing past. Not like that. So if I throw the club so often, I'll have a student go to the top and stop, and I'll say, come on down in slow motion. And I put my hand on their hand. I can feel this. I can feel them pushing on the club, as if the ball was the target and they're making sure they're going to hit the ball. What you don't realize is if you just let the club release in that direction and put the ball in the way of that, it changes everything. So let's get into it with Sav. All right, now I know you're not a lefty.
No.
Try it with your right hand first.
I'm working on my grip strength.
Oh.
I can do it.
You can do it?
Yes.
Okay. Let it release. Well, shoot, you can do it like in spades.
Your girl's been in the gym.
Holy, that looks amazing, Sav. Please do it in front of the camera. So let it release toward that wall, toward that wall. So as she's doing that, notice in the follow-through, the brain's got to use the ground with her lead leg. And the lead leg turns the body out of the way. And then in the backswing, the trail foot hits the ground, removes the body out of the way so the club can release in that direction. Now put both hands on, do that.
From down below?
No, normal. So now you're going to let the club release in both directions. Let it release, let it release. Let it pop, let it pop. So where do you feel it popping?
Out here and out here.
Fantastic. So now when you get to the ball and you're getting ready to hit this beautiful shot, it's 186 yards to that pin, and you're going to be landing it at the front of the green and roll that up. So carry that bunker is about 170 some odd yards.
Yeah.
So all you're going to do is let the club release you to the left of that intermediate point, right?
Yep.
Show me how ridiculously easy golf is. right. Good start. So easy peasy.
Safe shot.
Just let it release a little bit more left edge of that intermediate point. Those perfect numbers.
Oh, just need it a little more.
Okay.
A little more trap.
Semi-good.
That's
Ooh,
the one.
that was pretty. Look at how easy that was.
Yeah.
So let's look at those numbers for a second, right? So look here how you've got this beautiful downward angle of attack. You remember the day where your angle of attack was like 0?
Yeah, and it was so hard to get down.
It was really hard, right? But now you're allowing the club, so the arm falls first,
Yep.
then the club falls second. Look at the angle of attack that you get from here.
Yeah.
So when you're looking for a release there, you get this.
Yes.
Look at that path, how it's from the inside, and look at how downwards that is. You get this gorgeous draw, and 176 carry with a 7-iron.
Easy.
Easy.
Yes.
How cool is that?
I love it.
Right? So if you look at it from this angle, I get to the top of my backswing. I let my arms fall into that release in slow motion. Watch what happens. The brain has to go to the ground. It's going to use the ground to get the body out of the way. Notice my hands are getting past the ball here. Now from there, it's downward angle of attack, and it's from the inside. No need to shallow, no need to steer, no need to do any of that funny business. All you got to do is let the arms fall toward the target.
Yep.
I'm going to let my arms fall towards you, Sav. See, everything's going that way? So, here we go. Little draw. Feel the weight of my arms and club. I'm going to let the weight of my arm club unit fall in that direction.
Nice.
Peasy, easy.
Easy. Peasy.
Peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
So did you see? I mean, everybody keeps freaking out, right? I was doing feet together, 300 yards carry. One leg, and we were going like 357. It was like 320 carry. People don't get that this kind of speed is accessible to them. And the harder they go at it, the worse it gets.
Yep.
Because if I go to the top of the backswing and I go, what you're doing is forcing the arms into the body. How do I get towards Sav now? If I do that, I can't get there. So I get all this effort and I'm going nowhere. It's a full collapse. But if I go, okay, fall towards Sav, that's falling towards ground. That's falling toward ball. That's falling towards Sav.
Yep.
Oh, the hips magically clear out of the way. The weight magically shifts because the only way to get to Sav, I can't get there off this back foot. Big collapse, no shift. But if I let the arms fall towards her, the brain's going to go to the ground. Use the ground to get the body out of the way, and then boom, everything gets attracted towards you, right?
Yep.
So we have something right here. So 186 to that flag, I'm taking out a 7-iron, and I'm being super casual about that. There's my intermediate point. So I'm feeling the weight of that arm club unit, and I'm just letting it casually release in that direction. There you go.
Especially
I landed it right where you did, Sav.
Yeah. I noticed it's especially important to lock that feel in with the long irons for me. and for most people, because the long irons are always so difficult to hit.
You want to hit one?
Yes.
So I got 220. What distance would you like?
220 should be fine.
220?
Hopefully.
What do you got, a 4-iron?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay.
Sav's going to hit a 4-iron 220.
So
Let's go.
like a lot of you, long irons have been kind of my difficult club.
Okay.
The 5 and 4.
Yeah.
Now, my previous set of irons, I finally got used to it because
Yeah.
I could manipulate it a little bit because the shaft was so light and very like whippy.
Sure.
These ones are a little bit, not harder to time, but it's just an adjustment in terms of feel, right?
May I offer a suggestion?
Yes.
So you're going to let it fall
Yes.
toward the target
Yes.
and see what happens.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's kind of when I was practicing the other day, that's what I locked in
Yeah.
on, because you just can't force the weight and the stiffness of these shafts.
Okay.
Like it just does the work for you. And I think I was so used to doing most of the work with my other ones because I would just outgrew the shafts.
Right.
That it was just like a slight adjustment period in terms of getting used to this new setup.
Beautiful.
And it's like so much less effort. And I'm like, wow, it's actually not that hard. Just gotta stay
It
with
sounded
it.
pretty solid.
It was solid.
All right.
Just need more height on that.
So let it fall. What's the picture you're letting it fall into?
A draw through this window.
Okay, there's the window and
Yeah.
above the tree line, right?
Yeah.
So let it fall into a release into that picture. Oh, that's close, Sav. Get up.
Okay.
All right, we made it up there.
One more. That one was just missing height.
Here we go. That's the one. How sweet is that? So 220 with a 4-iron.
Yeah.
Isn't that sweet?
That was pretty smooth.
So your carry is between 200 and 210, and your total distance on that's going to be between 220 and 225.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Can I try it? We're going to do same thing, ridiculously easy.
Yeah,
That
so you
felt-
get a lot of height on that.
That feels incredible.
Okay. Move, I gotta get a better one.
That feels incredible.
Is that the same iron as me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the 3D.
That was right in the kisser.
Right in the kisser. See, the second I force with
Yes.
this,
Yes.
it all goes to heck in a handbasket.
I know. So
Please ignore that shot.
here's a lovely little exercise. For most of you with long irons, you tend to, right? And that's where people really struggle with the long irons. Tom Watson used to warm up with a 3-iron. Okay? So he would take his 3-iron. So I put us, you know, instead of at 220,
Yeah.
I put us at 185. So he would go, nice full backswing, nice full release. See, that release was well past the ball?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you start smoking it past there, right?
Yeah. See, and this is the thing. I feel like if I'm going too smooth with this heavier setup,
Yeah.
I lose tone.
Okay.
And then it's not as zippy.
Okay. All right. That's kind of important information, Sav. You made an important point because what you're saying, when I have a few students, when I ask them to do that, they tend to decelerate.
Yeah.
I'm saying, let it release there,
Uh-huh.
right? But you're going, what, it's only 185.
Oh, yeah.
But what you don't realize is if you actually let that kinetic chain go and you let it release out there,
Yeah.
you'll blow it right by.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the tone you're talking about.
Yeah.
Whoa. There's your height. Oh, there it is.
210.
210 carry. Very nice.
Okay.
Oh, that's the one. What was different about that?
I got out of my own way.
All right.
Like that.
That was a beautiful swing, by the way.
Kind of like how I
211 carry.
clear my lead side in long drive. I
Okay.
kind of do that with my long irons too.
Wow. Now you're talking. So we're 210 carry. We just need that alignment to be a little bit better. Aim more right and just start it at the flag and let it draw back away from the flag. If it stays straight, we're on the flag like that.
Go a little bit.
That's gorgeous.
Nice.
Beautiful. So big shout out to COBRA. This year, you guys, I mean, you went like
Outdid yourselves.
Absolutely outdid themselves. These are the coolest, most solid feeling irons I've ever used.
The 3D printed.
The 3D printed tour irons.
Yep.
You notice my 4-iron just flew out of there like a bat out of hell at 225 carry, like with ridiculous ease.
Yep.
And I've never seen you hit an iron over 200 yards carry before.
No, I
You're
have not.
carrying that 4-iron 210. That is just phenomenal. So Moo, by the way, just got his new black finish King Tours.
Stealthy.
And because he outgrew his, his irons from last year, they're only 120 grams only.
Only.
He's got 130 gram shafts now, the Project X 6.5 extra stiff. And what was that 4-iron carry now, Moo? 280?
Yeah, 280.
280 carry with a 4-iron. What's your 250 club now?
250 club is pretty much the 5-iron.
5-iron.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a 250 club, which is a smooth 5-iron.
Yeah.
Smooth 7-iron's your 225 club, right?
Yeah.
Ball speeds of 158 with the 7-iron. That is
7-iron?
criminal.
7-iron is almost 160 ball speed.
Listen, I have a hard time getting up to 160 ball speed with my freaking driver.
Now, imagine if Moo had these. He has to play a tour blade, right? Because the loft,
Otherwise, it's not fair.
this is just not fair, right? So, and then obviously you guys have heard us talk about the DS Adapt.
New DS Adapt driver, new DS Adapt fairway woods.
Now, by the way, DS Adapt, I have never been a fan of hybrids. I now own a hybrid, Sav.
That's crazy.
Have you ever heard of me with a hybrid in the bag before?
No, sir.
So my old 250 carry was my 3-wood just a few years ago. And fast forward a couple of years, like I've grown into a stronger player at age 60. I'm in my 60th year. Now my hybrid is my 250 club. So my 4-iron was 225, 230 total. And my hybrid is now 245 carry, 250 total, right?
Nice.
That's better. Get going.
How easy is that?
Nice.
260.
So because of how low spin that is, look at 2,700 RPM on that 3 hybrid, and it's 240 carry minimum, and that was 256 total. Like I've never had a club to attack flags at 250 like that before.
No.
And now my 3-wood's my 265 carry club. Like what? That's crazy, right? So thank you, COBRA, for putting together incredible stuff. We're so excited to play with it, and we'll show you, the new King wedges in another video. The new 3D printed counterbalance putters. Effort bad. And then let it release. So we're letting the weight of the arms and club release themselves in the direction of the target. When the central nervous system grabs the ground in order for you to get that release over there, you get that catapult effect. So you can see that throughout the actions that you saw today between myself and Savannah, it was very easy for us to deliver those shots. And the smoother we are, the more amazed we are, right?
The easier it gets.
And it's really easy to get into that trap of, oh, I'm going to put a little extra. And it's insidious because as soon as that little extra is a little extra too much, everything falls apart. Like literally, you lose everything.
Golf is the one sport where the harder you try, the worse it gets.
You said it, Sav.
I've learned the hard way too.